Hey, good morning, good Sunday. How you all doing? God's eagle eyes. I pray that you all are sleeping peacefully. Angels are camped all around you. I give God the praise for for you supporting my channel, and that I just pray it will touch somebody. It will touch somebody because I always say, Lord, hide me and show you. And what's not of you, Lord, send it out right now in the name of Jesus. It got to go off this channel, out of my apartment, or in people's thoughts, or whoever's speaking, Lord. I just speak peace. I speak peace. I speak peace. I'm definitely not going to hold you long because I think God is leading me to have either two more uh, over 10 minutes videos or what, I don't know, but he been having me doing a lot of shorts today, praying and speaking. Um, I just feel it in my guts, and I feel whatever I'm feeling. It's sort of like fighting with me. It's like a struggle, and it don't really have to be me. It could be when you fast and pray. I just say it like this. You can pick up on anybody, family member or people be right up under your nose. Right under your nose. And I will be speaking about um, witches and warlocks. I'll be speaking about witches and warlocks on this video. And the next video is going to be about passport and going out the country. Okay. Um, I want to say if you're 50 and over, what are you waiting on? Do your YouTube, people want to hear your story. You don't have to worry about, it's a lot of people going through stuff. I'm going through stuff, I need to make money. You know, um YouTube pay you when you have so many views. You take that energy and do what your passion is and be your real self. Because people can feel your spirit. I understand, and I'm right here with you. We're in this together. We're in this together. And I live with bipolar 2 disorder. Okay. And I teach peers, we all are peers, how to live, making sure we stay focused and live a very normal, beautiful life, you know, to enjoy the simple things. And I just been picking up a lot, you know. Um, you could tell when God has taken you another level. It will show and act up in family members, but if it ain't family members this time, it'll be people up under your nose. It's like a spirit that want to trouble you. You know, it's toxic. It's demonic. You know, it's witches and warlocks. People speaking against you, want to see you fail, and just because of their selfish acts, their selfishness. Feeling some type of way and all of this. And I'm sure y'all know people like this. I'm sure. Monitoring spirits. They watching you, is speculating, and they don't pick out the good, like, oh wow. Um, you know, God has me to start a watch my smoke movement for mental health. So God been having me to fast and and dealing with my finances, just dealing with things I'm dealing with. And when I feel like when God put me under this because I'm being attacked, people, they all they care is about them. They care about, just, hey, you supposed to just drop everything, you know, and people don't respect boundaries. That's the thing, you have to have boundaries. So it's gonna be like this to the end of the year. God don't have me to be in touch with too much just with my family, with studying the word of God. I encourage you all to just pray. Stay in prayer. Yes, this is the weekend, but look what's going on in the world. I don't look at news. I look at the different YouTube you know, content creators that, be doing a live thing on it, just to know enough to pray for people. And when you get a certain age, you don't owe nobody. You know what I'm saying? It's just people is they don't know it's not about them. It's not about us. Period. This is not even our battle. You know, you think you upset with that person and that person holding grudges and stuff. See, the enemy trying to attack through a spirit because only thing God have you doing is praying for the world, praying. He has you. He'll set you up, have you looking different. He will give you a different look where people don't understand. Uh, God want to use you. It's nothing to come on this YouTube. God is putting this in my heart. Somebody's watching, and I'm just getting back on it and trying to figure it out. I'm figuring out as I go to, and I'm letting the Holy Ghost figure, help me. And so when you see people and they have the makeup on and they do all that, because they into all of that, they do that. But with me with zero income, God told me I just got my house dress on, or I may have just a pajama thing on, and all I do is just change my jacket because I'm going through menopause. I get hot, then I turn the air on, and when I get cold, I keep my little jacket on while I'm doing my videos. This is what I'm doing full time. It's not 9 to 5. I took the energy that God took me off the job 2022 while I'm waiting on other things, and He put me on this mental health ministry full time. And let's be able to look at the good things are happening. You know, there was a situation where someone wanted to meet with a person because they was in town, but it came out to work out for his best for them to get closer to that family member. God know what he doing. God knows what he doing. I'm telling you the truth. God know what he's doing. So back to what I'm saying, honey, God just helped me do necessities. I put a scarf around my head or around my neck and different jackets. That's it. I'm not changing no clothes, putting on a suit. Putting on, this, that, and all this other fancy stuff. And it don't matter as long as you clean and smell good. And I pray that you are clean. You could wear the same shirt or blouse every day you do, or whenever you do your uploads with your content creator. You can have a uniform. Make you have your own little favorite dress you like to wear. Excuse me. Excuse me. excuse me, have your own little favorite outfit you want to wear, like a little simple dress or whatever you want, pants, and put a blazer on. And honey, you can film it at every time you upload it. You don't have to. This is not the what you call a corporate world where you gotta, wear something every day that is different. I'm telling you, I'm not into clothes like that. God will use you as you are. See, we focus on too much of the other stuff. When you listen to God, it's just like I got costume jewelry on. This was my mom. My mom passed 2 years ago. I'm still grieving. This is what the Paula Cook's theory is about. And I am Paula, by the way. I'm from Atlanta, born and raised. I'm in Carrollton, Georgia. I'm sorry. And I know it's like going on, 2 o'clock? And it's Sunday, I think the 13th, 2024. But anyway, I speak on the experiences of what I've lived and living, going through my mental health challenges as God using me to support the other peers. And also I speak about grieving. Grieving comes in different ways, where you lost a job or relationship or a friend or family member. It could be anything. And also I'm going through menopause. I got all these different mood swings. I'm in a and I missed my morning pills meds because I was asleep. I'm a night person. I'm here third shift. Then if I got an appointment to do like in the morning or whatever I'm gonna do, I do that, get back in and probably go to sleep about 2 o'clock or whatever. Cause I am full time on this YouTube. You got to believe in yourself and your faith and know what you about what you want to do. So back to witches and warlocks, people and I speak it. I keep speaking. What's not of you, Lord? You gotta go. You got to go, Satan. You got to go. Whatever witches, whoever speaking up against this right now, I bind it up. I bind those spirits up and send them back to the pits of hell. Because what God got for you, and no weapon formed against us shall prosper. See, it's the mind. The mind gone. If you get that mind, everything else just. And I rebuke that against anybody who's thinking negative. You know, you all, if you don't want to do anything, if you don't want to do it, you could say no. And you don't have to explain it. You ain't got to prove nothing. I mean, if you walk out the next day and die, something, I'm like, well, Lord have mercy. Because God, I go by how God had me to flow. I flow in a whole different way, you know. And you all, it's time. It's been time to get closer to God. It's been time. That's not about me. It's not about you, and it's not even our battle. And right now, I'm going through a spiritual warfare battle. I can I can feel it. I feel God. I feel the greatness of God and the Holy Ghost. But I also feel people that is right up under my nose is not for the positive things that they know God is doing through me. Some people just don't want to change. They just want to sit up there and still just, uh, gossip and drink all day, all night, do whatever God knows and smoke. I can't judge. So that's between them and God. So the Bible, I encourage you to read that Bible. I read that Bible like it's a novel. If you don't even know what it's talking about, if you get the other Bible to read, they help you, that's fine. But God, I chose to do the King Version Bible because that's the Bible my mother read. That's what kept her. until she died. She was 86. You know, I'm telling you, you cannot hurt a child of God. You could say some slick stuff. You could throw shade. You can gaslight somebody. People think they slick. People, hurt people, hurt people. But you ain't hurt nobody but yourself. And cursing yourself, your family, and you cursing your next generation from there. And um, both of my parents are gone. My dad died when I was 5, and my mom died 2 years ago. And grandparents gone. My All my uncles and stuff. I got 3 grown children that is there for me. All families have gone through things, but thank God we are healed. We're healing, and all we talk about is God. They just trying to walk the right way, and I want to congratulate you all that the children, whether it's a boy, a girl, or whatever, just trying to do right. They're just trying to do right. They families, they cousins, they grandchildren, nieces and nephews. You know, we are praying for these children. We're praying for these children. But I also want to speak to people our age. Do not live your life through your children and your family members. Do not do that. You got a life. I don't care what's in the past or whatever, but you're good enough. And what you're doing now, if we have we all got a past, so we used to do whatever we used to do, but we are trying to make things better. And it's the simple things. You're doing great. But we cannot, the past is the past. Excuse me. You got your own life to live. You got your own life. Why are you sitting up there? Uh, you're already in a troubled situation where you don't have peace. And then we tend to just take up all our time over toxic drama, all on the phones and just all the time. You all just, you need to watch your circle. Watch your circle. And when somebody speak the truth of something that they've known this person for a while, and they speak things, because you should be able to let each other know what's uncomfortable and stuff, but don't turn into a child and say, like, I got a lot to talk about. I'm gonna tell people. I'm an only child, and I notice people who got siblings and stuff. The first thing that happen, if somebody say something or text something, they gonna take it and run back and tell the other person. Well, that's a support. I guess that's a support system. I don't know, because a lot of things, some people that I know a lot of people, but I have a few people that I would talk to, but I don't conversate everything to them, you know. And it don't hurt me if you know you tell another person this and don't and you don't tell that person, you know. It's just this world has got too much toxic BS going on. And that's how witches and warlocks operate. But you all can avoid all of that. Stay right there in that word, in that Bible. Read that Bible like it's a novel. It's okay. If you're on the internet, I'm telling you, if you're doing YouTube content creator, God called you to do it. Do it. The hell with what everybody else say. I know when I'm like need to relax and stuff, I have a fun, goofy part that I be myself. I get on Facebook and make funny faces. I've been like that all my life. All my life. And I don't care what people think. I've been like that all my life. I'm a goofy person on the side. But I'm gonna tell you what, I don't procrastinate. I get my done. You see what I'm saying? And right now, I need to make money. You know, I don't have an income. I got on here because God told me to get on here and speak about the mental health and what I'm living with. Because some people has beaten cancer. Some people had what you call it, over cancer. Some people got some of everything, and you can't say, "Well, I'm glad I ain't got that." There's a lot of people got sugar diabetes and high blood pressure, but I'm glad I ain't got that. But you got what you got, and how can you sit up there and think that when you think you ain't good enough, and think that you could talk about somebody else and all of y'all deal with the same thing? That don't make no sense. But when I sit back and analyze where people coming from, and this is what you got to do, you got to meet people where they at and realize that, okay, that's what happened back this way. That happened this. That's why they do this. That's why. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so you can't let whatever the enemy say get up under your skin. Oh, I know how to pray. We all need to be praying. And if we're going to be praying, just keep working on it. Lord, I speak healing over this world. And I am so grateful. I'm grateful. And I'm thankful, God, that He saved. He was with a lot of people that was in that Florida hurricane. Yeah, I know a few people died, but see, when you see stuff in the spirit realm, you can't save everybody. Because when Jesus came down here, when God sent His only begotten Son, when Jesus came, He couldn't save everybody. He only saved the people that believed in Him. Okay, so you are from a different breed. That's why when you come on this channel, you are God's eagle's eyes. You are a chosen one. You are the black, if you're the black sheep of the family, you are a chosen one, but a lot of us don't know it. So we let the devil play with our mind. And if you're on medication, you don't need to be doing other things while you on medication. You don't need to be smoking. You don't need to be drinking. It's okay. Every now and then you want to unwind, drink a little wine and chill. But every day, all day, and you on medication, man, y'all, I mean, God is sparing you. He's sparing us. It's just like I was a junk food junkie. Man, at one point I was just eating snack, eating. Well, now I'm part-time because I'm a part-time vegetarian. It takes time. It takes time. But I'm gonna tell you, it's good to have people and have someone in your circle that can pour in positivity, just pour. But if you have someone that is latched on or whatever it could be, they're sucking your energy up, and you don't allow that. Get away from that. Your circle is a reflection of you, and that's not me. I might have, sometimes like if I used to back in the day used to hang out, go to clubs, all that stuff. And so every now and then it's all right to go to a jazz lounge or and or the skating rink to watch my children, grandkids skate and everything and what else? And may go out with a couple of people or something like that. But just because every time somebody go out or whatever don't mean that I'm gonna be. You don't have to be with them. You don't have to go to their house. You don't have to have them come over. If you don't want to feel like being bothered, respect their space, especially when you already being attacked in the spirit. because God is doing something. I feel it in the air. But if you want to clown around and don't get on this bandwagon with the internet and do something with it, because that's what's happening now. These are the Jetson days. And our grandchildren, oh, it's going to be you. A lot of us, the Generation X, I mean, all I do is just tap, just mess around with it as I go. But if you got all this BS in your mind and messing up your meds with just doing stuff, and then you listening and taking this mess in and all that stuff, you're gonna get left behind. You're gonna get left behind. I ain't got time. If I sit here in this doggone senior living apartment, independent living, if I sit here every day, I'm doing what Lord have me to do. If I don't step out of here every day, God will have you to be talking through whatever you can use. He wants you to be talking through it. You know. So you all, you God wants you to spend more time with him. There's a time and place for everything. There's a time to be with your you know, just be with this person, that person, or family, or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You know, and it's good for the support. That's why God is using me, and I said, Lord, use me. I am your willing vessel. Use me, Lord. He had me to put together, watch my smoke, uh, watch my smoke on mental health movement. It's watch my smoke movement on mental health. God is using me to mentor and support, not help. You help yourself. Because if we try to help somebody, it ain't doing nothing but waste of time and energy. I mainly advocate. I'm an advocate of mental health, so that means what the Paula Cook's theory is dealing with the experiences that I go through with bipolar 2 disorder, and it's a lot of y'all out there have it and don't know it like I did, like I didn't know it. And then I'm on meds, and then God has me to observe the peers, and making sure we stay in focus. We in it together, and some still hanging on, doing what they supposed to do, but some has fall back, and we still just pray for them, and then the other thing to do is dealing with resources, advocating for people. But once I advocate for you one time, and I'm already, I lock in with management. God has given me the connection to lock in with management and different places. If God used me to advocate for you and you don't do nothing with it, that's it. At one time. I don't care what you have you supported and did back within what the circle is. I don't. It doesn't matter if you don't uh, uh, do what God had that person to advocate to do. Then that's your loss. Cause it's some things are changing up. It is shaking up. Yes, we appreciate when people support. And when you with God, you don't supposed to be in debt. That's why that I take full accountability that I know God did took me off my job 2022. dealing with people, as a peer specialist, talking with people that is in the mental institution and everything, and making sure they just doing good what they doing. So sometimes I lost the trust in God, so I had to borrow to pay other part of my lights or whatever, or what this bill or that bill. But God is making a way for me to be able to handle my bills and to pay back, you know. But you don't have to kiss nobody's, and vice versa. Who cares you got this person, got that, and got that? Everybody's trying to make it. Everybody's got a struggle right now. I'm not going to sit up here and play like I'm not, because I am. I take full accountability for myself. And that's another thing. I'm not looking, and I didn't have children for them to turn around to take care of me, not my grands. It's whatever God have you to build, like a legacy. Like my grandparents had a legacy, but it went on with my uncle because nobody else in the family wanted to continue that legacy. That's okay. They do what they do. But whatever I that your children see you doing, and you're doing something instead of just sitting around and just doing whatever, you got to be a great mentor. You got to be a great example for them, not cripple them, holding the phone all day, and just everywhere you go, you can't have no peace when just it's beautiful for family to be together. But some people got their grown children. Every time you turn around, you can't even talk your personal business as an adult. I don't care if they were 40, 30, or 20. They supposed to stay in their lane, and let the adults talk and be with adults. You know, it's good that people are straightening up and want to take care of their families. I'm talking about men, women, whatever. Me, I look in the mirror. I went through all of that. I lost my children and everything, and come to find out, I wasn't able to take care of them anyway. I wasn't mentally there. I wasn't mentally there. So it was a blessing that their father, my ex-husband, which is the grandpa and everything, just helped out with them. I'm so grateful. And took a child in that wasn't theirs, and that was my son. I I mean, I have nothing bad to say about my ex-husband, both of them. Some people didn't even know my second husband, and that's the way I wanted it to be. Sometimes when you do stuff in your life, you be careful who go in and out your house. I don't care, you know, because just like I said, when I know when somebody I know got a significant other, and if I come and visit, um, or if I go out of town and visit them, I'm gonna make sure I just have a hotel room, and we'll meet up, or I come and meet them. Hey, how you doing? And go on. Okay. Um, it's hard to trust people at times. It really is. It's hard. It's hard. And when I'm visiting with someone and I know their spouse is coming, because I used to have a friend that I used to hang with every day, and she was married, and when he coming in, he's like, oh, what you call it, coming in for where? Well, I'm gonna get ready to go. Oh no, you ain't gotta go. He ain't doing nothing but going there and going to bed. Oh, okay. So I said, well, okay, because I give people the respect, like, been at work all day, and They just, and another thing about marriage, or people who just live together, come along, is I understand. It's really. I heard this guy say this, and it makes so much sense. And I heard another man. He's dead now, but he was a preacher. Bless his rest in peace. Him and his wife, they died the same time, and he said, "You don't marry for love. You don't marry for love. You're supposed to already love yourself when you get with that person. You don't marry for them to make you happy. You're supposed to be two happy people already happy and love themselves." And then I heard this guy say, and it made so much sense. A guy said, the ring is just a emblem. It's just something just to show that you married, but you already know it's up to you. Actually, a marriage is like a contract. This guy said it's like a business contract. You're there, y'all helping each other. Y'all can see that you can help this person and this person can help you. I know some people got a beautiful setup where, I know a lot of people are married to older people, and they there and take care of them and getting paid for it or whatever it is. It's a beautiful setup. I know several people like that. Now, if it's for me, I don't know. Because you gotta you can't do what you see everybody else do. You see what I'm saying? You got to see what's for you. Don't be trying to do what everybody else do. You see your family member doing or whatever, whatever, whatever. And I'm gonna tell you another thing about family. I notice, sometimes when you growing up and you have a big family, but you don't know everybody, but you know some of them or whatever, and you children can be so cruel to each other, but you can remember how they were when they were when you all was a certain age, when y'all was small or whatever. You notice how they were with you, and then when you get older, they still is that way. You ain't got to be bothered with them because they blood run through the vein, you know. And some people they already speculating, looking at, oh, I know her family member, I know what she talking about. No, you know hell you don't. You all are going through mess in y'all family, and you don't have to be a part of it. You don't have to be part of it. I don't care if it's your own uh, uh, parents or grandparents. If they don't respect you and have boundaries, you all have to have boundaries. And if your family or siblings don't respect you, you know, and stop putting everybody in the same box. Going by the same sign. Oh, she's a Aquarius, or she just, oh, she just like so and so, and all that mess. People stay stuck wherever they came from because they can't accept that you have changed or changed. When you known some people and known a lot of people when you growing up or whatever, people change over the years. They change. And especially if you hadn't seen them in a while, you know. Like I know this young man I've known for a long time. And I know a lot of people, you know. And I noticed when I was around them then, and then they still act the same way, because I end up leaving. When you end up leaving and going to, somewhere else, if they still treat you and you know and don't they don't care anything, like happy to see or whatever, the hell with them. And that's the same thing, when you are in if you in another area that you had to be in in a circle of things, like if you have to go to another school, college or something like that, And wherever you go, there's gonna be you're gonna be not uh accepted everywhere you go. Okay, so you're not gonna be um you got to know that rejection is God's blessing, you know. So if you're gonna be rejected here and be rejected there, that's okay. God doing you a favor. They doing you a favor, but it's in God's hands. So I realized I said, oh, okay. I'm sure it's glad I wasn't a part of that and that. You know? Yeah. So you got to be careful. And I'm speaking of like I said, witches and warlocks. And they all in the church. All in the church. And they all. But you supposed to just keep your eyes on Jesus and who God used to deliver the message. But if God say leave and don't be a part of that group or that church or that business or that or whatever, you better listen to him. Cause you'll be headed to self-destruction. It's a lot of people right now in self-destruction and they don't even know it. And it's the simplest thing what it is. A lot of people are not happy. They're not happy at home. They cursing every day, all day. They acting a fool. A lot of people deal with mental health issues. They do. This whole world dealing with health issues, challenges. They sure do. They sure do. So I pray that you all was blessed by this, what God has given you. And I'm glad that if you came by this channel, it wasn't no mistake. This is not from everybody, and that's okay. But if you know somebody that needs this, please share. Be a blessing. Be a blessing to someone. And by them able to find this video, it will bless them. I pray that this bless somebody. Because this is what I'm on here for. I enjoy what I'm doing. But God is making gift for your room. He making room for your gift. He making room for your gift. Some people need to be on this right now and you learn how to work it. It's simple. All you doing is talking into a phone. And I say this in every video. 50 and over. We need to hear your story, your wisdom. Somebody need that help. Our gifts are not for us. They for the world. I'm telling you, I'm not going to be apologizing because I'm going through this excitement, but this is what God is. Stay focused. Stay focused. Stay in your lane. Stay before God. Because this is destruction. You headed to self destruction. If you don't stop it now, stop it in the name of Jesus. I can see you in the spirit realm. Even though I'm talking to a phone and it's therapy to talk about whatever, because we're all going through a spiritual battle, even if you have therapy. But when this is uploaded on a internet, big billionaire, zillionaire internet, then billions of people all over the world God is going to bring your channel to them. He's going to bring the channel to them and it's going to bless them. I look at these channels on it, these YouTube stuff, and it sure do bless me. I said, Lord, thank you for that answer. And support them by liking, commenting on what you feel and did it help you, subscribing, sharing the channel, and thank you for hitting the bell, that the notification will let you know every time I'll upload so you can hear what God has to say to you. Now, my channel consists of is is about mental illness. Mental illness is real. We're talking about grieving over anything, whatever it is, and menopause and midlife crisis. This is for men, women, 18 and over, and then some that I don't put that adult part on it. Then other children can, the children can look at, I got different sketches and art that I put on the shorts. But let God, I'm going by this. However God going. If you get so many shorts in, like 50, it will put you at a certain point. And then if you get so many over 10 minutes, I've gone way over 10 minutes, but it's whatever but as long as it's over 10 minutes, that will help with the viewing and everything. And we can't worry about the numbers right now because we're just starting out. Give it a try. It's nothing but a phone talking to into your recording on your phone. And then once it load up, you can take it off so it can reserve the space and delete it so it can go into the trash. That's why I have to do it because I have an Android, which I love. I didn't even like the BlackBerry, but my mind is leveled up. I definitely level your mind up, think out the box. I dare you to be different. I encourage you to read that Bible like it's a novel. I dare you to be different. When you're not on here, I dare you to be different. I dare you to pick that Bible up, read it like a novel. Oh, it's gonna convict you now because it convicted me. It helped me about me. It told me what going on now, which is really now, and it's telling the future. This is the Jetson generation. This is the Jetson. When we looked at the Jetson, it's here. It's here. So I'm getting ready to do another video, and I'm gonna talk about passport. And it's okay if you don't have a passport right now, but you can apply for it now online. And the ones I already have passport, I just used. It was my first time using it, but it's time to redo it in 2 years because it was my first time I had it all that time. You can redo it on the line too, and it'll be just something you ain't got to get no picture and everything. So everything is going online. Only thing I don't like to do is shop online. I like to go to the grocery store myself and pick my own stuff. So they're gonna still have grocery stores. That's a nice little outing. I can just communicate, conversate, and come on back into what I enjoy. I'm never bored or whatever. I got so much to do, and you do too. It's right in your face. If you don't have to spend, all that time on the internet, you could do whatever you like to do, knit, whatever you do, play your game, whatever you do. If you retired, living on disability, and you at home. Now, the ones I'm talking to you too, married and taking care of family and everything, man, woman, single parent, I done been all of that. I understand, I get it. So you do what works for you, okay? Look, Jesus love you, and so do I. So do I. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. You all be safe.